Hello everybody, it is January 15th, 2008. This is Super Saiyan Krillin, and this review is going to be about the Warrior class. First thing I'd like to say about the class is that while it might look really strong in the beginning, from levels 1 to 6, when you're just fighting around and you're doing those low-level quests, while they might seem really strong, once you get after level 10, you go to whatever the next area. It gets really hard. I'm gonna tell you that, and because like I had a 15 no warrior before, and I kept dying. I was dying too much, and that really was not fun. It was not fun at all. So I just quit that. I just quit that guy altogether and just worked on my mage. That's what happened. He was just not fun to me. And there are 3 specs to a warrior. There is arms, protection, and fury. And arms, I think, is basically it's DPS with two-handers. It's mainly with using two-hander weapons. Just two-handed swords, two-handed axes, two-handed maces, whatever. And that's pretty much what it is. DPS for that kind of play area. Next spec, Fury. Fury is DPS like arms. I don't know the ratings of Fury and arms in comparison to DPS, but I think it looks a lot funner than arms to me. And what it focuses on, instead of two-hand weapons like the arms tree, it focuses on dual weapons mostly, and that's pretty cool. I think sometimes Fury warriors with dual weapons, they're kind of like rogue wannabes. Again, I don't know the comparison between a Fury warrior and a rogue, but I don't know, I just inside I feel like you want to just roll, blah 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 blah. I don't know, it's just what I feel. I never played Fury Warrior, so I can't judge about it too much. And the next spec is protection. What protection is basically a shield and a sword. A shield and a mace, a shield and an axe, whatever. It's mainly used it's mainly with shields. Shields and a one-hand weapon. And what I think, and this is maybe a lot of people hate this for me, but I think is that every warrior should be protection. Every warrior should be protection. If your guild is full of tanks and stuff, okay, I understand that, but there are how many classes? I don't know, but a lot of classes, pretty much every class in the game can DPS. And since a warrior is one of the few that is able to tank, and if you don't know what tanking is basically when you're running in an instance, and such as if you're a mage, you're very vulnerable to attacks. What a tank does is that a tank absorbs the damage. He's making sure that the enemy is attacking the tank instead of you, while you're doing the real damage. He's doing some damage too, but not as much as the DPS, of course, most of the time. And but yeah, like I just think every warrior should be protection. They're like the ones that can't heal or tank, they're DPS, and I believe that's like 4 classes. I think 4 or 5. I can't remember at the top of my head. I could, but it'll require some thinking. But yeah, there's no. Yeah, again, if your guild has a lot of tanks in it, then I guess I understand that. But if your guild is low on tanks, then you should be prot. I think you should be prot, because if you want to have fun, I'd probably say Fury and Arms might be more fun. I don't really know. I've rolled prot a couple of times on my warrior, and I did a little better, as opposed to not dying. And Warriors can also, like paladins, they can also wear plate armor, which is the best armor skills. Well, it's the type of armor where you get the best armor skills. And yeah. I know probably a lot of you warriors will hate me because, well, a lot of you MS warriors with well, if you don't know what an MS warrior is a warrior that has talent points to get a skill called Mortal Strike. What Mortal Strike does is it's a heavy weapon dealing skill, and it's really cool. It's really nice for PvP, I gotta say. But yeah, I'll have that. I think, have I covered everything? Oh, every race in the game can be a warrior except for Blood Elves. And the reason for that is Blizzard said that Blood Elves would be too frail or something. I don't really know. But there isn't really much lore behind warriors, which I don't really like. I like classes with lore, which is the story, and warriors. The lore with a warrior is just that it's just a part of the race that likes to fight. It's the lore of warrior, pretty much. That's all of it in a nutshell. So yeah, I believed I've said everything I could about the warrior, and remember, as soon as you get after level 10, it'll be harder to kill mobs, and because of that, you'll die a bit more. So yeah. Peace out. Oh, and by the way, it's been a while since I've made a video, and because of that, something in my life is making me feel depressed, and I've been playing World of Warcraft to get over that depression. And making videos in happy mode isn't. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, I'll be like freaking retard. That's why I didn't make videos since a week before. So yeah, peace out.